If you're a healthcare professional or you're a patient where when you go to the doctor or you go to the blood place and they can't find your veins, I have a solution for you. And this is a revolutionary thing that can really change how you as a healthcare professional or as a patient experience getting blood taken. And very often people have trouble, even the best of the best sometimes has trouble finding veins in patients, even if you know the anatomy. There's a product, it's called a vein finder system. And this is a revolutionary thing. And I'm going to show you what it is. I'm going to show you the features of it. I'm going to show you how it's used and how to find the veins. So let me get everything set up for you. So this here is a revolutionary near-infrared technology that's designed to find veins easily. It's got a nice stand here, and I'm going to show you in just a minute how to use this, but I want to show you some of the neat features regarding this. Now, first thing I'm going to do, there's a number of buttons here. I'm going to turn this on, okay, and you'll see the display. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some of the features on this that are very, very useful. You can see that it's shining on my arm right now, and I'll show you in just a minute more examples of this. But the first thing is you can change the size of the thing that you're looking at. So there's half, 2/3, and full right there. So you can change the sides. Let's go back, let's do a full. We're gonna set it up for a full. Then the next one here is that you can change the color. And you'll see right now that it's purple. And you could see the veins in there. So we're gonna change the color. I'm gonna hit OK. And look at all the choices that you have. Now right now it's on blue, but we can change it to green. And see now the veins will look green. If we go back to color and we want to change it to, let's say, let's do red. And now the veins are in red. Let me do just one more to show you the different varieties here. So we're going to go, let's do black and just see what that looks like. And you can see now that they're black. It's hard to see. I don't like this one in particular because I have a lot of black hair, but every patient is different. So you can change the color based upon what you think will be the easiest to find on a patient. Then right here, there's an inverse, and you can change that. I have it on normal, but you can do the opposite. So depending on how you're viewing the veins, you can also change the brightness. What I do is I have it on high, so depending on the lighting of your room, you may decide to use something different. On the next one, next page, there's an enhanced one, and I have it on enhanced. You could put it to normal, depending on what you prefer. And then the last one is storage, and this is great. You can store various visibilities that you want to see. So let me go back in the settings and let me show you exactly how this works. So let's say you have a patient and you want to insert a needle into one of their dorsal venous arches right here into the back of the hand. This here, you can change the setting, you can change the height of this and move it around to get it just perfect to where you want. And I'm going to put my hand here, and you can see that it now shows all the veins of the dorsal venous arch in my hand, and that would make it easier to find out which vein you want to puncture. This tool makes it so easy to find a vein, but it's more important that you know the anatomy of the veins that you're trying to puncture so that you have an understanding of what this machine is really telling you. So let's go over some of the basic anatomy that's very important for everyone to know. All you need here is a basic anatomy book, and this is a great couple pages. This is from Netter, the Atlas of Human Anatomy, and these are things that you want to commit to memory. So right here on the outside of the bicep is the cephalic vein, and that's going to continue down the arm until about halfway down the forearm, and I'll show you. The inner one on the inner side of the bicep is called the basilic vein, and that will go down again, down into the halfway down the forearm. Now the one that you're mainly concerned about in the elbow is the intermediate or median cubital vein. This is the one we tend to look for. This is one that you can see on me pretty easily, but I'll show you here in the with the instrument how easy it is to find. Here's another picture right here. Here's the cephalic vein on the outside of the bicep. Here's the basilic vein on the inside of the bicep. And here's the intermediate basilic vein. Here's the intermediate cephalic vein. But basically that also is known as the intermediate cubital vein. So there's human variation here, so you need to know the variances. But about halfway through the forearm, they actually go from the front of the forearm to the back of the forearm. And you can see here on the back of the arm is the basilic vein, and then the cephalic vein. And then right here in the top of the hand are where are the dorsal metacarpal veins and the venous arch and things like that. So let me show you how easy it is once you know the anatomy that you can see this with the instrument. You can see how easily it is now to see my cubital vein, so it makes it just that much easier to find the veins and reduce the amount of tries that you have to do to get inside that vein. I think this is of great value because as a healthcare professional, if you have to get into someone's vein, a lot of people have very deep veins, they have very subtle veins. Sometimes it's difficult to get in there, and this can reduce the amount of tries that you have to reduce discomfort for the patient. If you yourself are a patient and have a hard time when you go in and you have to give blood or something like that and they just can't find your veins, you could suggest this. And I'll put a link down below if you want to use that. You can give it to your doctor, or if you're a healthcare professional, you can click the link and see if it's something that you would want to have in your office.